Guys that wonder why I don't do custom full show paint jobs, this is why. Chris was backing it out. It wasn't me. Got a good old scratch in the car. In fact, a pretty good sized dent too. We'll be doing a video on spot painting and blending that out. I'm not going to paint the whole fender. And it's not cherry, but I just kind of wanted to fix it because I don't like to get the rust coming back there. But anyway, let's look at this, the rest of the topic on this video. All right, so what we're looking at today is this is a 6-volt relay, and you might go, well, Mike, why do you have a 6-volt relay in the back of your car? Again, you guys, I was telling you earlier, if you watch a lot of my videos, you might see that I've been having a bit of difficulty starting this car. And what happens is because the battery is in the back of the car right here, and the battery cable goes from here, goes up, the wiring goes all the way around the car, all the way back up to the front to the ignition switch, and then back to the back of the car, all the way back over here to the starter. What you develop is a little bit of resistance, and with 6 volts, these are the types of issues you have. Is you'll have problems with your not having good enough connection to get your car to start. So you got to do this sort of thing sometimes to make it work out. Now some guys will use like you've ever seen those Ford relays. They make the solenoids. They use them. They'll get a 6-volt one of those, and they'll use that to do this. But you don't need one of those if you can find one of these. On Amazon they have these here for about 10 bucks, and it's a little easier to wire, and it's a little smaller than that big giant honker that you put on the Ford relay. And all it does is you have here, this side's grounded. Okay, this is this side of it right here. This is the blue wire, I think, is the ignition switch, I'm going to guess. And then what that does is transfers right from the battery cable, which is right here, through the relay and to the starter solenoid. And what all that does is shorten the circuit. So now it doesn't have to go, so all the circuit has to do is pop this solenoid right here, this little solenoid that's inside here. And when that solenoid gets popped, okay, it brings 2 points together, and then all the voltage has to do is travel from one end of the starter through this thing and back to the other end of the starter. So it shortens the distance. So instead of dropping from, let's say, 6 volts to 5, it might drop from 6 volts to 5.5, and that'll make the difference between your car starting and not starting. So that's a little way to do that on your 6-volt car. I don't know if you understand relays or not. If you don't, it might be a little bit hard for you to understand what I did. But if you do understand relays, then you understand that relay is basically an electronic set of points, and the electronic set of points that are in there connect. One side of the relay will react to get the points to stick together, and then the other side of the relay, which takes more of the load, will connect the other parts together. So that's kind of how they work, and that's what we've got here. And now it starts up. We got to run it, let it sit overnight, because that's where we're having the issues. Like if I let it set for a day or two, then usually overnight it might not even do it, but after 2 days it always does it. And it just you can turn the ignition switch and it would just click and it won't start. It'll just kind of click and make a really faint click, and then it wouldn't start. Now it should be able to just turn it a little bit and it should just start right up on the 6 volts. So that's how you fix it, guys, if you've got that issue with your old bug. So I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe.